the jailbreak's out. Everyone wants to jailbreak. Everyone's getting in on it. A lot of new people are jailbreaking. I was pretty new to this about a year ago. I'm far from an expert, but I just wanted to kind of show everyone a little rundown on how Cydia works, because that can be a little bit tricky when you're first getting into the jailbreak scene, and I'll do some videos about some of my favorite tweaks and stuff at some point as well. But this one's just a little bit about Cydia. So right now, if we look, you can see Cydia just below my calendar here, and it has a 3 on it, so we have some notifications going on in there. So we'll kind of look at the different sections, and then we'll look at how to update your packages and stuff. So first thing you'll see when you tap on Cydia, it takes you to your home page. Normally, it's going to go through and scan all the different repos and stuff to see if anything new has been added. I've already clicked it, so it pretty much just loaded straight away, but you can see that right now it's still there's still a message up here indicating that they're still getting hit pretty hard from the evasion jailbreak, so a lot of people are downloading stuff from Cydia, so it might not be too reliable right now. You might get some errors, some timeouts, stuff like that, but once that dies down, you can pretty much just sort of jump in and get whatever you want, whenever you want. So the first thing you'll see when you load it on your home screen here is just some general information. You have some frequently asked questions, stuff like that. How to load up OpenSSH, how to change your root password, stuff like that. I'm not sure if this is working. It was down for a little while. Yeah, so it looks like it's all up now. When the first day that the evasion jailbreak came out, I noticed that this was actually offline. It was hit too hard. Another section that I really like when you're first getting into this is the featured section. So if you go in here, you'll get things like tools to start with, and it'll recommend some of the more popular things like Activator, 5-icon dock, Flux, which for me is one of the big reasons that I jailbreak, to be perfectly honest. And the other thing that I like is you can clearly see on the side here, free. It'll tell you iFile, it's shareware. So basically you can try it first, and then if you like it, you can buy it. That sort of thing. So that's pretty much just the main screen in a nutshell. Not a whole lot to it. Now if you go over to sections, this just kind of shows you all the stuff you have. To be honest, you don't really need to be here too often. Or not the stuff you have, but all the stuff you can get into. So you can go into wallpapers and just kind of browse this way. For the most part, you're going to search for what you want, not go through this way. You're either going to search or go directly into the repo you're looking for. Changes. This will show you a list of everything, like all the changes that have happened, like what's new. So you can see this was new on the 7th, that kind of stuff. And it'll show you available upgrades at the top here. So as you can see, I have an upgrade for Activator, Byte SMS, and SB settings, and that's why I have the 3 showing on my Cydia icon. So when I'm out here, you can see the 3. It's just telling me that I have 3 packages that have been updated. So, you know, we can go in. So like, let's take Byte SMS, for example. If we go into it, kind of have a little quick look at it, there's a change log. They won't all have change logs. For the most part they do, but not always. So we can see it's version 7.3. There's a whole heap of bug fixes and crash fixes. So looks like a pretty good solid release. It's nice to see. You can tell the devs very active on this one. They updated 7 of February and another update on 4 of February, 12 of December. So they're updating very frequently, and you can see 2 updates since the jailbreak came out. Well, I guess, yeah, pretty much in preparation and as it came out, and then 1 to kind of squash some bugs that have come up since it came out. So that's always nice. And then we have Activator, SB settings. Those are 2 of the bigger jailbreaks. I may or may not bother doing a video on them because there's a lot of resources on those already. So now we can go in, we can manage our packages. So this is just the different tweaks and stuff that you have installed. So if you wanted to like remove a tweak, that kind of stuff, or an app, you can pretty much do it from in here. Not a whole lot to it. Like for example, if I didn't need mobile terminal anymore, if I didn't want it, I could just go in here, choose modify, and then I could either reinstall it if it was like bugging out or something like that, or if maybe I changed a file that I shouldn't have and I need to reload it, I could reinstall or just remove it completely. That's the best way to uninstall something from Cydia. I have side delete on here, I think. Yeah, it's not working so well with 6 right now, so it kind of allows you to tap and hold and then delete apps like you normally would any other app. Not the best way to do it, to be honest, and I would recommend just going in here into manage and just tapping whatever you're looking for, modify, remove. Seems to be the safest bet right now. So that's pretty much it as far as packages go. Sources is kind of a big one. For the most part, you're going to be fine with the default sources, but every now and then you might find a tweak or an app that you need to add a source for. Like, for example, you can see this source right here. This is one that I actually added, so you can see the address for it just below the name here. So http:// and I added that one to get the fast blur notification. It's just for my drop down here, so it kind of blurs it out. I think that looks really, really slick. Read about it on Reddit, so I decided to get it and check it out. It's really, really nice. Really like the way it enhances IntelliScreen X. So I've decided to keep it. Now, if you wanted to add that yourself, you can just click on Edit and then Add, and then you just have to either type or paste in the address you're looking to add, and then just tap Add Source. So in this case, I didn't put anything in there, so I just get that error. Once you're done, that's it. It'll kind of go through, scan, reload kind of scan through the sources, reload everything that's in the repo, and then you can just go into the repository and just kind of have a look, see what's there, add stuff, that sort of thing. This is a beta one, so if you're planning on installing that, take it for what it is. It's beta. These aren't guaranteed to work. That's the only one I've tested out of it. Works really well for me, but doesn't mean it will for you. Then we have storage. I honestly have never really had to come into this section before. So we'll just kind of give it a second. If it doesn't load, I'm not too worried about it, because like I said, you won't have to really come in here for anything. Yeah, it's kind of locking up. Okay, so storage actually pretty much locked me up and crashed it, so yeah, you really don't need to go in there, to be honest. I would just avoid it, at least for right now anyhow. And last thing is just search. You pretty much get search. You can just go in here and search for whatever kind of app you're looking for. For example, we could search for Zeppelin. You just usually have to type in the first couple letters and it'll pick it up pretty quick. This just allows you to change your carrier logo. So if you look in the top left hand of my screen, you'll see down by the my signal bars that I have a Space Invaders logo rather than my carrier name. So small little tweak. It's pretty nice. There's a lot of different logos you can get. You can find a lot of different logos as well if you just continue typing in Zeppelin. Like you'll see here, there's a whole bunch of different ones. Like you can get brand logos, Angry Bird logos, just a whole bunch of stuff like that you can add to it. I added quite a few of them. It's making it really slow and it took up quite a bit of room, so I'm going to be deleting a lot of those. But there you have it, just some extra things you can do. So once you're done with that, in my case, once I'm done with that, I should say, what I'm going to do is look at upgrading my repos now. So that's all I wanted to show you in Cydia. So now I'll kind of show you the upgrade. This is probably going to crash the video. I hope it saves. We'll see what happens. So if you hit upgrade, and this is essentially what it looks like when you install an app as well. So we get our continue queuing, and we also get our downloads. It's going to give us the size of our downloads, so 9.4 megs. What it's going to do, it's going to upgrade Activator, Byte SMS, and SB settings. This just lets us do all of it all at once rather than doing it each app at a time. So we'll just hit confirm and let it go. So we're going to kind of see if this makes it through. Like I said, the servers are getting hit pretty hard still from the influx of users from the new Evasion jailbreak. So I'm basically going to stop the video here because this is be extremely boring to watch. But as you can see, it'll say what it's doing. So it'll say it's downloading. Then you'll kind of get the install stuff. It's very much like a Linux install, so you'll just get a whole bunch of directories and commands that'll flash up real quick like that. And there you can see that it's having some connection problems. Once it goes through successfully, you'll get all white text. It'll say it's installed, and then you'll usually get an option at the bottom there to, in this case it says return to Cydia. Usually you'll get restart Springboard or something like that, and that'll just kind of respring your device, and then you're back out and good to go. So